Welcome, lore enthusiasts! I'm your host, Termielic Stories, and welcome to Stories of the Scrolls. Now, I've been playing Skyrim almost religiously for the past month, and I've seen some weird stuff happen, and also did some cool stuff. Sadly, no famous line could be repeated. But all this gave me the inspiration for this topic. Today, we'll be discovering the story of Whiterun and Whiterun Hold. Roll the intro. Whiterun is known in Dovizul as Arolse Dova, which means Hill of Dragon. It is one of the 9 cities of Skyrim and is the capital of the hold of the same name, Whiterun Hold. Let's start off with the history of the city. Merethic Era. After the Night of Tears, Ysgramor and his 500 companions purged the Snow Elves and inhabited the province of Skyrim. Many of the companions are spread out throughout Skyrim. One of the many Admoran pioneers was Jeek of the River, who sailed from Admora on the mighty ship named Jorvaska with his crew. The crew of Jorvaska embarked into Skyrim from the northeast and defeated the elves in their path. One of the members, Yonder the Tiny, went ahead and witnessed the great plains of modern-day Whiterun Hold, a vast open grassland with no end in sight. He looked over and saw a rocky hill with a large bird monument and a searing fire under its wings. The monument would be named the Sky Forge, and so the Jorvaska crew began constructing the stronghold Jorvaska, and as time went on, they built a new city circling on the running of the White River. Thus the city of Whiterun was born. Whiterun is a large city, although it retains the feel of a smaller village. The central location and easy access makes it one of the most successful cities in trading, all the way into the 4th era. First era. When you travel towards Whiterun, the first thing you notice is the fortress-like castle Dragon's Reach. Its history is traced back to the First Era, when King Olaf One-Eye subdued the great dragon Numenex in a legendary duel of Thuum atop Mount Anthor and brought him back to town as a captive. It was then that the magnificent keep was rebuilt and renamed to save as a cage for Numenex. Numenex's skull still hangs above the Jarl's throne in the Great Hall. Second Era. During the reign of the Ekaviri potentate Versidu Shea, the province of Skyrim was ruled by High King Logrolf, who was a close ally to Versidu Shea and was unfortunately assassinated around the year 431 of the Second Era. Eyes were looking towards Freydis, Logrolf's daughter, assuming she would become the next High Queen, leading Skyrim into the future. Third Era. Jashay the Witch Queen, the deceiving tyrant. During the waning years of the Third Era, the city-state of Whiterun was ruled by Jashay, the Witch Queen, and a priestess of Lorkhan. Her rise to the throne of Whiterun is mysterious. Recently, the group known as the Holm and several attacks have plagued the kingdom of Whiterun. A vast majority of the citizens had blamed Jashay, but had unexpectedly helped her to the seat of power, the Dragon's Reach. She would earn the moniker of Witch Queen. Jashay had a massive amount of control in the land, though her magic did not bring prosperity into her domain. Jashay would continue to rule over the city well into the 4th Era. Speaking of the 4th Era, recently the city has suffered problems. Of course, the civil war, harsh winters, frost troll attacks, and harassment by Horn bandits are problems the city has to deal with. It's strategic for both the Imperial Legion and the Stormcloak Rebellion because of its central location. However, Jarl Balgruuf the Greater says he will remain neutral in the conflict, but will back the Imperials in the end, but doesn't allow any Imperial forces in the city. Now, how is it to be in the city at the time of Skyrim? Well, the city has two important dynastic families, the Greymanes and the Battleborns. And these families are feuding, but they were on good terms before the Civil War started. And why do you ask? Well, differing views of the Civil War. The Greymanes support the Stormcloaks while the Battleborns support the Imperials. There are also some financial differences. Since the Battleborns are wealthy and sit on their arse all day, the Greymanes are modest and hard-working. Just look at Jorlan Greymane, the Forge Master of the Skyforge. Now then, enough about the capital, on to the rest of the hold. Let's start with the first not destroyed friendly settlement most players get to, Riverwood. A quaint little town with everything you need, a blacksmith, a general goods store, and a tavern where you can drown your troubles away. This is also where you can pick up a nice little side quest called the Golden Claw, where you retrieve Lucan Valerius' Golden Claw by climbing a mountain, killing some bandits, killing Draugr, face your arachnophobia, and learn the first word of power for Unrelenting Force. Then you get the Golden Claw back to Lucan and he is thankful. You can also resolve a lover's triangle in town and then marry Camilla Valerius herself, leaving the two men chasing her without any love. Neither for them, nor do they have any love for you. Next, Rorikstead, or as I like to call it, the capital of Daedra worship. But let's focus on factual information for now. The settlement has 2 cottages, an inn, and a manor. The Frost Fruit Inn is run by Mralki, a former soldier, and his son Eric, who, if you decide to help him, can be hired as a mercenary, though not a very good one. Rorik's manor is inhabited by Rorik, of course, and Joanne Manette, the healer who saved Rorik's life during the war. Rorikstead also has 2 farms. Cowflop Farm, which is run by Ennis, who tends the farm with the help of Relwith, and the other farm is run by Lemkill, who tends the farm alone. Lemkill's 2 young daughters, Cecil and Brit, do not help with the farm, much to his irritation. They rather play with and learn magic from Joette the Mage. Now, why do I and others think that Rorikstead is involved with Daedra worship? Well, that has to do with the fact that there are soul gems in every house, and also a lot of books about Daedra and Daedra worship. Also, Cecil can be heard asking Joanne to teach her more magic, which prompts him to tell her to keep her voice down, lest anyone know our secrets.
The next time we meet, do you think maybe you could teach me some fire magic? Nothing dangerous. Maybe a candle lighting spell?
By the 8, keep your voice down. Do you want the entire village to learn our secrets?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you.
Whatever that secret may be, but that also may be innocent, since Cecil learns regular magic from Joanne. That was the story of Whiterun and Whiterun Hold. If you enjoyed, a like on the video is very much appreciated, and please feel free to subscribe. Until we meet again, lore enthusiasts, Talos guide you.